Good to be back riding again. So yeah, every opportunity you get to ride, make the most of it, enjoy it. All right, so I just had a minute before my bike gets picked up. Oh, I like the shadow pick. I just had a minute before my bike gets picked up to get an exhaust on. There's not many for KTM actually. I mean, there can be many, but on their website and the ones they recommend is Akrapovic. I hear so many different. I need to figure out what's the correct way to say that. Akrapovic or Akrapovic. I've heard different things. So, but yeah, so my exhaust came in. So the next thing I'm getting on is the exhaust. Might be the last thing right now. I gotta do a trip out of town to see about getting the tour pack. The rear case, I call it the tour pack. I think that's what Harley guys call them. They're tour packs, I believe. But yeah, so there's a rear case that goes on it. But on the rear case, rear case. But on the rear case, you need a rear case bracket. So I want to take a trip out of town before I decide if I'm gonna get it or not. Still got to look into this camping thing. My goal is at some point go to a park and do some camping, like tent type camping, not RV camping, but I want to stay out in the tent. That is the goal. That is the goal for 2026. Sometimes you realize if you set goals, you get things done. Goals and deadlines. If you set goals and deadlines, you get things done, not just goals. Because if you set goals without deadlines, then a lot of stuff just doesn't get done. So what I'm going to do is ride through the park actually is what I'm gonna do, what I plan on doing real quick. I wish I can go further, but not today, because as I said, somebody's on their way to pick the bike up. Not somebody, the guy from Barnes Brothers on the bike. Not the guy, Blake from Barnes Brothers, I assume it's Blake, is coming by to pick the bike up. So it saves me a trip to take it out there, which is cool. But what I'm trying to do is just do some more riding, because right now the part that I'm like kinda, I can't say nervous, the part that gives me anxiety at times is just riding through the city. Oh man, riding through the city is not safe. I mean, I think it also has to do with me just having that accident in the city. So then I get some anxiety riding through the city. So the more I ride around in the city, the more comfortable I get riding in the city. I've yet to ride to work. We got a week left. No, actually 7 days. 7 school days left is what we have. So if I'm up to it, I'll take a ride to school one day. But it brings back, you know, accident vibes, because that's on the way to work that morning is when I had my accident. So, but yeah, so I'm trying to see, I gotta figure out this quad lock thing. I just want a quad lock so I can call wifey, or if I can see when wifey's calling me, because most of you call and I don't pick the phone up. Just saying, I don't want to be on the phone and riding. I don't really want to do that. So a lot of times I don't pick the phone up if I'm on the bike. So, but with my phone there, I can see if she's calling, because wifey calls, hey wifey, wifey calls, I'll pick the phone up. But yeah, I don't think anybody else, I'll pick the phone up. Now, if somebody calls me and you call back again, then I'm thinking like, oh, they must want money or it's important, so I'll pick the phone up. But for the most part, I don't pick the phone up unless it's the wife when I'm on a bike. It just is what it is. So, but yeah, so I just thought to ride up here real quick before he gets to the house. Man, this car is just going a little too fast. I was going fast. Speed limit is 15. This car is behind me like they're trying to push me to go. They just don't know. I ain't in a hurry to get anywhere. Not at all. So oh, and they're looking at my cases because my cases had the something's wrong with the lock on it. The locking mechanism on one, it was a little off. So I also gave them that to take a look at. I'm feeling right. So I was trying to do a 5-minute walk around on the bike real quick. I'm gonna try it as I leave because I was trying it on the phone and it's just not working out. Alright, so what was that? Oh, 2024 KTM 1290 Super Duke. I'm gonna put the helmet on, walk around, and then find my way back to the house real quick. So yeah, let's see it. Let's do it. See if it works. Alright, so lately I've been getting feedback on this microphone, and Brother Ursel told me to clean the connection points. Said that's possibly what it is. So I was like, alright, let me try that. Alright, so as I said, 2024 1290 Super Duke GT. My first touring bike. So where's that start? Alright, so start with the back. So I think I got spoiled with the adventure bike because on this bike I don't have the space I used to have. On the adventure bike, the V-Strom, I used to have the side cases. I had the side cases, I had the rear case as well, but they were huge, so I could take everything plus some unnecessary stuff. But now, so I do have the cases. They're in the shop getting the locks fixed. There's the lock kind of broke on one, so they're fixing that. I don't know how it broke or if it was just a defect or what, but they're gonna fix it. So I'm gonna have the rear cases on there now, and they're smaller than the V-Strom cases where they go right in here. They just slip right in and lock. They're smaller than what I had on the V-Strom. Then it doesn't come with the rear case. You have to buy a bracket. Then you could get the rear case for the bracket. So I may look into that. I put this RAM mount on here for the 360 camera. Got the quad lock thing. I'm trying to see how that works. The cool thing about it, let's see, the electronics on this are pretty easy to use. It seems complicated or too much, but it's actually easy to use. Toggle switch. The mirrors actually function. The mirrors work. You ever get on a bike and you spend so much time adjusting the mirrors and then you find out they don't work? The handguards, the air guards really care. They stop some of the wind. Let's see. What else? Windscreen is functional. I've been able to adjust it riding down the road. I have no problem with that. But remember, I come from a sport bike. Sport bike riders are used to the wind kicking them in the chest. Then riding a naked bike for years, there was no protection. It was just me and the wind. Like the headlight, it's something different. Then there are these turning lights. So when you're leaning in or riding through twisties or whatever and it's dark, they illuminate some of the road. I got the radiator guard on there. That's a little protection. I was kind of iffy on these Continental tires. I've never had Continental tires. I've normally had Dunlops or Pirellis, whatever, Michelins. So I got to get used to that. Everything on the bike is centered. So on the rear sets on a sport bike, they were further back. These are closer, more centered. The handlebars are not forward, doesn't give you that aggressive stance. So I haven't had any problems as far as that, as far as riding and being uncomfortable. This pipe shouldn't be here much longer. Bike will get picked up later today, so that'll be gone. I got the, as I said, Akrapovic or Akrapovic. I've heard different pronouncing. I don't know. The cool thing about it, single side swing arm. If you can see that, single side swing arm, but this huge pipe blocks all of that. I could never see it. So single sided swing arm. What else? I think that's about it. I mean, so far so good. I like the bike. Still trying to get these break-in miles. I think I may have 200 and got 420 or 400 left. The goal is to get those miles in. I was looking, and if I take a trip to Harrisburg and back, I should be over the break-in miles. But for the most part, I've had no problems with the bike. I like it. Rode it in the rain. It's definitely something different. Kind of freaks me out sometimes when I'm riding down the road and people are stopping and looking and gawking. Or as my students would say, glazing. That sometimes can be a problem. I'm just like, yo, chill. But it's cool. I mean, as I said, I like it. I don't have any problems with it. One of my concerns is having Kawasaki's forever. I knew the maintenance and the upkeep on the Kawasaki's, so that'll be something new. But I mean, I was told it was no different than any other bike, so that I'll see soon enough. So as I said, everything is centered. Still trying to work out this phone thing. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it here or move it. I don't know, but what else? That's it for the most part. Let's see. I just cut the bike back off. But that's it for the most part. I mean, so far so good. I like it. I haven't had any problems. Did I have any problems? No. I don't know if there's grips or protectors to put on the tank though. That might be something to look into. Oh, where's my music? I need my music back. That might be something that I may look into at some point. But so far so good. I mean, I'm just happy to be riding again. Y'all don't understand, to be not riding for a whole year, to not ride for a year, and you finally get back to where you can ride again. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful feeling. Feels good. For a while I was bitter because everybody else was riding but me, but I get new rider vibes. I feel like a new rider. That's basically what I feel like now. I feel like a new rider. So yeah, so man, I wanted to get this mural, but I don't think I'm gonna get it today because I gotta be somewhere. I gotta be at the house. But no, I'm just excited to be riding again. To not ride and to watch other people ride. Oh man, I'm in the wrong lane. I'm supposed to be over here. That's something serious. To not be able to ride a whole year and most of the people are riding. Oh yeah, that sucks. But feels good to be back riding again. So yeah, every opportunity you get to ride, make the most of it. Enjoy it.